Students, at this time, this is my opportunity to speak to you for the last time as students of Lake Worth High School. I want to speak to you briefly on a topic, your best is yet to come. Today is a day that you've been waiting patiently for quite some time. It is a day to celebrate another milestone in your life. It's also a special time to thank those who helped you to get where you are today. You made it, and I'm very proud of you. Preparing for life after high school can be quite stressful and exciting at the same time. I want to remind you that you hold the key to your success. Your success at the next level is determined by how well you prepared yourself while you were in school. You will face many challenges, many setbacks along the way, but the reward is well worth it. In order to be prepared to face the uncertainties out there, I believe you need to possess 4 skills that will help you succeed in life, in college, or your next career. The first one is have a positive mindset. I'm talking about having the right attitude. You have to believe you can do it before you get there. Don't have a defeatist mindset. You have to be ready. And you have to believe the job is yours. You have to believe the opportunity is yours. This next one is embrace change. It's talking about a sense of maturity. You cannot be the same person as a 9th grader that you are today, and you cannot be the senior in high school when you go to college. You have to think like an adult. You have to be like an adult. You have to embrace change. The third one is seek opportunities and people who will help you achieve the success. You have to be ready at all times, and I'll tell you about that in a few minutes. And the fourth one is be mentally tough. You must have grit, drive, determination, and you must be consistent with your words and your actions. They will make the difference. During your time in high school, many of you face a lot of setbacks, challenges, and disappointments. Some of you were probably told you would never make it here today, but yet you're sitting in front of me ready to receive your diploma. For those of you who believed in yourself, you persevered through some storms, through some ups and some downs, through some doubts and self-doubt, but you made it. If you think for a minute, you have achieved so many things on this earth in the short time that you have been here. You have many reasons to be proud of your accomplishments. You were born for a special reason, and I challenge you to live each day with excitement and passion. You are nothing short of a person of greatness, and I'm ready to tell the world that your best is yet to come. I want to take a few minutes to share with you a few life tips that will prepare you for greatness. The very first one is what I just said, that your best is yet to come. You have to wake up in the morning and you have to understand that what you see today isn't the finished product. You're just in stage 1. But when you step out of these doors and you walk across the stage and you go into college or career or tech school, you have to be ready. And you have to believe that your best is yet to come. And you have to tell yourself that every morning, that your best is yet to come. The second thing we talked about was embracing change. There's some things about change that you really need to focus on what I'm going to tell you. Please pay attention to this piece. Change comes with character. A character comes with change. People would know you by the words you use or by the actions or reactions you exhibit or display. Do you agree? They will know you about your character. Do you agree? Do you agree? That's right. You need to agree that your characters will be with you wherever you go. And if anybody asks me about you, I can tell them about your character. It's the one thing that people will remember you by. So make sure you are a person of good character. John Wooden, the legendary basketball coach of UCLA, said, "Be more concerned with your character than your reputation, because your character is what you really are, and your reputation is merely what others think you are." The second part of that, you have to surround yourself or put the right people in your inner circle. Do you know what your inner circle is? It cannot consist of 200 people. Your inner circle, you're tight, no more than like 3, 4, 5 people, no more than that. These are people that when you're broke, they're with you. When you're up, they're with you. When you have nothing, they're with you. When you're down, they lift you up. These are people that need to be in your circle. And when they're down, you're there for them. So you have to understand these things. You have to put the right people in your circle. If you hang with people who make bad choices, you tend to make bad choices. Do you agree? If you hang with people who make smart choices, bright choices, and positive choices, you will make it. You will tend to do what they do. There's a Chinese proverb that goes like this: when the character of a man is not clear, look at his friends. You have to surround yourself with people who appreciate your worth and who add value to you every day. And not only do they add value to you every day, you add value to them. And you have to, this is what that circle is all about. And so what I'm telling you today is be careful who you hang with, because people will judge you by the company you keep. And you have seen that, and you have to be wise, because when you go off to college, moms and dads won't be there with you. And you have to use this thing called a brain to make sure you are a good judge of people. And you have to pretend as if mom and dad are still next to you when you go away from home. When you go away from home, that doesn't mean you lose your mind. You keep your mind, but you make sure that you have everything together to make some smart choices. And the people who are negative, I always call them your still people. I was talking to a group of young people a couple of months ago, and I was telling them about still people. Y'all ever heard of still people? S-T-I-L-L? Let me tell you about still people. I bet you know them. And I bet your parents probably know a still person. These are the people who are still broke, still complaining. They still hating. Regardless of what you do, they're going to hate you anyway. They still losing. They still not making a difference. They still living in the past. They are not doing anything to brighten up, to come to the future. They still living in the past. They still make excuses. In a still person, they still doing nothing. They still doing nothing. Your parents and I graduated from high school years ago, and we can find people we graduated from high school with that are still in this category. They are still person. So here's what you do. My little advice to you. Get rid of those still people in your life. Go through your cell phone. Good, still, delete. All right? And I thank God the superintendent talked about, Google back in the days, but one of the best inventions that came out to me, or creation or invention, was the call ID. So now when a still person calls you, you don't have to answer. You say that's a still person, and you can block that call. And you move on. Still people will try to put you down. Did you know that? But I'm telling you, and I'm challenging you today to keep moving, because your best is yet to come. Develop a growth mindset, and I talked about that. The next one is having opportunity. When opportunity comes, you have to be ready, and you have to stand up and be ready for everything that comes your way. Sometimes, and Les Brown said, sometimes the problem is that we're not hitting our goal. The problem is we are hitting our goal, but the problem is our goal is so low that anybody can hit it. So I challenge you, after you walk across this stage, aim high. Aim high, because you were created to aim high. You were never created to think like a chicken or a turkey. We soar to new heights every day. So I want you to do that. So you have to be ready. Les Brown also said, when life knocks you down, try to land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. And that's my challenge to you. Never lay on your back and complain. Get up, dust yourself off, and go to work. The last one is be mentally tough. You have to be mentally tough. You have to give it your best. And when you feel weak, you got to reach deep down in your heart, and you got to pull that out, and you got to keep going. Because if anybody's going to keep going, it's going to be you. Don't let anybody cause you to quit. And don't convince yourself to quit either. You all have done some great things in the 4 years. We've had some students here doing some remarkable things, and not in just Lake Worth, but Palm Beach County. We went to Pathfinders, and these kids are already doing things around the world that are amazing. That's you, because you can do that. In closing, behind you are all your memories. Before you are your dreams. Around you are those who love you, and within you is all you need. Author and speaker John Gordon said, "Don't let critics stop you. If you have a dream, keep pursuing it. It might not happen overnight, and you will likely face challenges along the way, but keep moving. You were given that desire for a reason. Class of 2019, your time has come to celebrate your accomplishments. Harriet Tubman said, "You have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach the stars and change the world." I'm going to let you know that you've meant a lot to me in my 2 years, 4 months, less than 2.5 years of being your principal. And you guys have made a difference. You've embraced me, and I've been here for you, and I want to make sure that whatever you do, you represent me well. You represent me well. You represent the school well. You represent your parents well, your community, your church, wherever you go, because we're all counting on you to be a world changer. Thank you, senior class. Thank you.